What's going on, guys? This is Kent from Pitchforce Gaming. Just here to show you today how I do my farming runs in old school RuneScape. A lot of people only do their farming runs for herbs to make a quick profit. It takes less than 5 minutes. Mine's going to take just a little bit longer because I'm actually getting even more profit, but also quite a bit of experience for doing the farming run. To get started, I'm actually not wearing Graceful just to kind of prove that you don't need to for this run. There's a lot of standing around, so you're going to regenerate your run energy and never really run out. You will make sure that you're wearing your magic secateurs, an Arduine cloak. Mine's actually out of charges, so I have a combat bracelet for this run. I'm just going to teleport to the ranging guild. You want a skills necklace or just start in the farming guild, a chronicle, and your explorer's ring. As far as the inventory, actually if you don't have any charges on your explorer's ring, you can just use an amulet of glory as well. For the inventory, I have Zarek's talisman. My rune pouch has lava runes, air runes, and law runes. Got my ectophile, a ring of dueling. Bottomless compost bucket is also not necessary, but it does save a lot of time and inventory space. They're only like 700-800k, so feel free to pick one up after you do a few of these runs because you will be making quite a bit of money. I have 175 volcanic ash, 40 watermelon seeds, 6 cadentine seeds, whatever herb you want to plant. Toad flax is actually the highest profit. I'm doing these because it's just a little bit less than toad flax, but it's a lot more experience. Got a rake, a seed dibber, and a spade. 60 buckets, noted. You can buy these in bulk actually and just leave them in your tool leprechaun. I just wanted to use these for the calculations to figure out how much profit I'm going to make. 4 baskets full of tomatoes and 16 Unillion seeds. So in total, we're going to be going through the volcanic ash, watermelon seeds, herb seeds, buckets, tomatoes, and Unillion seeds for a total upfront cost of 34,554. Just going to make a note of that. And let's get started. So we're going to go ahead and put the tomatoes, Unillion seeds in the bank. And run over to the tool leprechaun. Deposit all of our buckets. So this is how I kind of save money on Ultracompost. At the farming guild, this holds twice as much as regular compost bins for a total of 30. Anytime you use a bottomless compost bucket, it actually doubles that. So first I'm going to use the volcanic ash on the super compost, turning it into Ultracompost, and then just take. So I'm going to take 30 uses, which is actually going to double to 60, and that's going to last for multiple farm runs. Alright, now that that is empty, I'm actually going to leave it empty for now, and we'll come back at the end of our run. So first we're going to teleport to Zarek's Glade. You can also use a house teleport if your house is in Zaya. But the dragon fang or lizardman fangs are only like 24 gold, so this is pretty efficient here. So the first thing we're going to do is talk to the tool leprechaun. We're going to grab our empty buckets here. So we filled our bottomless compost bucket at the farming guild. The rest of these we're actually going to be taking the compost with us and selling. So we use our volcanic ash, turns it into Ultracompost, and we fill all these buckets. It'll only fill 15, which we have more than 15 right now. Alright, now that that's empty, we're going to go back to the tool leprechaun. Going to deposit the 15 Ultracompost in those 2 extra buckets. Now we'll just go right up here and start harvesting our watermelons. You'll notice I don't have anything planted in this patch. The patch here, as long as you have high enough favor with Hosidius, it's disease free, so you just really don't need any flowers there. If looking at the weeds bothers you, you can plant something. So with our first full inventory, we're going to use this on the compost bucket to fill it up with 15 watermelons. And then close the lid. And then continue harvesting our watermelons. Alright, we're going to use the watermelons on Tool Leprechaun to get them in noted form. I'm going to use Ultracompost and then plant watermelons. You really don't have to water the patches. Watering just helps prevent disease, and this patch can't be diseased anyway. But I don't water any of the patches. I've done several farming runs and haven't seen any die. I'm sure that now I'm going to have one die in this video, but once your inventory is full, just note them again and keep going. And now that we're done with our watermelons, we're just going to go ahead and pick our herbs as well. Alright, that's the first one down. So from there we're going to go, Ardoin. Just wasted a charge there. And again, you can use the teleport on your cloak, but I'm out of teleports for the day. If you're using a combat bracelet, you just run straight south from the ranging guild. Go up here to the Tool Leprechaun, grab your buckets. And we're just going to do the exact same thing. Fill up 15 buckets after using our volcanic ash. You'll notice here I have white lilies planted. They actually protect everything from disease. So you don't have to pay the farmer to look after any of your crops. There's a very, very low chance, if any, of them getting diseased. Again, this is like my probably 15th run. I haven't seen anything get diseased at all. So this is why we bring the rake with us, because sometimes in the 5 seconds that it takes you to replant, weeds will pop up. And then from Ardoin, I'm actually going to go over to Catherby, Camelot teleport. Alright, so from here I'm actually going to go to Canifis with the Ectofile. We're very close to leveling, should level at this patch, putting us at 84 farming. I've done almost this entire level just from these runs. I think I did one tree run. So the herbs here actually did die. That's unfortunate. But again, that's the first first time I've had anything die in several runs, so every now and then you'll have that loss. There's also a chance that this patch, like you see over here, this feral vampire is attacking this guy. If that happens, just hop worlds. Alright, and then from here we're going to teleport with our Explorer's Ring. And run straight up. I actually miscalculated on the buckets. It's been a long day, and I normally actually fill up my compost bucket here, my bottomless one. So you can do that as well. I'm actually going to pause for a second and grab more buckets just so I can get a real feeling of how much profit we can make from here. Okay, all is right. I have my buckets. Alright, now that we've got all of our allotment patches done, we're going to do our final herb patch. Teleport to Trollheim. If you have the agility level to climb up here, good for you. I don't have the patience. This part is the longest run that you have in the entire farming run, so you can see I'm getting close to running out of energy. And this patch here can't be diseased either, so if you want to put a higher level herb with more profit here, you can. But again, right now the toad flax is the highest profit, and you might as well just get experience instead. So now that you're done with all of your herbs and your watermelon, actually overshot how many seeds you need, we're going to go to Castle Wars. You want to deposit your cloak or combat bracelet. This stuff's all good. Deposit your ectophile. You don't need your Xerx's talisman anymore. Any extra seeds. So we're going to grab our Unilian seeds. And a normal log. Should be good to go. Gonna run right up here to Hot Air Balloon and head over to Intrana. This part can be done completely separate from the other run, and this is actually the most profitable part of the run. I don't see a ton of people doing this, but these Unilian hops sell for over 1k each. It's a lot of RNG. I've got anywhere from as low as like 55 in a run, all the way up to 110. Actually forgot my tomatoes. Alright, so once you've harvested all those, again, just use your Ultracompost. Plant the new ones, and then talk to whatever farmer is nearby and pay them 1 basket of tomatoes. And next, we're going to go back to Camelot. I'm sure there's a more efficient order to do these, maybe to mix them in with your normal farming run, but I like having more inventory space. The only real reason I ran out of run energy there is because I had to teleport out and go get the tomatoes that I forgot. Normally you wouldn't run out of energy. Alright, after this patch we're going to teleport with our Chronicle. And head straight south. Alright, for the last patch we're actually going to go to our mini games, look for Nightmare Zone, and teleport to the Nightmare Zone. The last patch is Enya Nil. If your house is Enya Nil, you can just house teleport. You can also use a watchtower teleport and then run, but Nightmare Zone seems to be the fastest in my opinion. Alright, from here I'm going to go ahead and teleport to the Grand Exchange. Oh, actually, before you teleport out, you want to go ahead and talk to this Tool Leprechaun. And we got 75 Ultracomposts. We just want to hit banknotes to withdraw that, and then head to the Grand Exchange, and I'll have some totals for you. Alright, so we're at the Grand Exchange. In total, we got 39 grimy Cantine, 192 extra watermelon, but we're going to keep back 30 of those to refill the giant compost bin at the farming guild. We got 75 buckets of ultra compost and 107 Unillion hops. I'm just going to quick sell all of these. Watermelon really don't sell for much at all. For a grand total, 243K. 243,957. We originally spent 34,554. So our final profit was 209,403 coins. All for about 30 minutes worth of work. Took me about 35, but I had to go back to the bank a couple of times. Once you get used to it, you're not going to have to make those extra trips. And there we go. And then in between farming runs, you can do whatever else you do for money making, but that's not bad for a quick run. And then I also calculated up the total experience between planting the plants, making the compost, using the compost, and harvesting the plants. We got a total of 23,568 experience. Not bad. You saw me level to 84 halfway through the run. So thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like any more RuneScape videos. Have a great day.